Hi. So barely 48 hours to go for the first test to start between India and England at Headingley, and there are already a lot of chatter and buzz going on about India's proposed playing 11 against England. Now I am also ready to jump into the bandwagon and make my prediction. Though 48 hours is too long a time for to make any prediction, especially for this Indian team, which even doesn't give you a hint about their playing 11 even one day before the game starts. Unlike Australia and England, who nowadays make an announcement for the playing 11 even one day before the match starts. But India doesn't believe in that. India goes right till the end and then they declare their playing 11. So it will be hazardous for me to make a guess, but I will do in nevertheless. Now before that, let's put in perspective and give some background about the venue, which is Headingley, where the first test is going to be played. Now Headingley is known to be a seamer's paradise, and England has won 5 out of last 5 tests there when they have played against any of their opponents. That includes the Australians, against whom they registered a famous 3-wicket dramatic thrilling win in 2023. And if you go by all the tests, seamers have been the dominant bowlers, and including the last one in 2023 where England won against Australia by 3 wickets. In the first innings of Australian bowling, Cummins took 6 wickets. In the second innings, Stark took 5 wickets, even though England lost 7 wickets and won by 3 wickets. So out of 7, Stark had already taken 5 in the second innings. For England, Wood was the recurring chief. In the first innings, he took 5 wickets, Broad took 2 wickets, and Works, who is still going to win the playing 11 in the first test against India, had taken 3 wickets. And in the second innings, again, Works had taken 3 wickets, Broad had taken 3 wickets, Wood had taken 2 wickets, and even Moeen Ali had taken 2 wickets. So even spinner had managed to take a couple of wickets in the third innings. So pitch must have had something to help the spinners also in the third and fourth innings. So keeping in view that kind of a background, we have to also see how this test match or how this time the venue is going to behave. The curator Richardson has already told that it will be a decent pitch. Now when a curator says decent pitch, you can't read too much into it, because their prediction and their estimation of a decent pitch may not be so much decent for a batter especially. So let us not fool ourselves to think that it will be a batting paradise, but yes, the curator has indicated that it will not be a bowler's paradise either. So it will be a pitch which can help the batters to score around 300 runs in the first couple of innings, and it can even get better in the third and fourth innings because the pitch is supposed to be getting better. Now he has also told that because it's a exceptionally dry season and there has been hardly any rain in England, especially in Headingley, so the pitch is expected to be a little drier than usual. So in that case, seamers may not get that much help compared to the earlier tests, and spinners may have some help. But then sometimes this kind of assessment can be hazardous unless you go on and play, because nobody has a clear expertise over the grounds and the pitches, including in the groundsmen. So let us not read too much into it. Let us also give some respect to the historical facts, which says that seamers always dominate at Headingley. So in that background, keeping in those factors in the background, let us go for the proposed or the estimated or expected playing 11 for India. Now I will divide my playing 11 into 2 parts. One is my estimation or my suggestion, and the other one is what Team India actually may go for it, because Gautam Gambhir has a different philosophy. He has been known to give shocks in terms of playing 11. He comes out sometimes with very unpredictable and sometimes even bizarre kind of team playing 11. So now we'll try to gauge his mindset, even though it's very difficult to know what he thinks before deciding the playing 11. And of course Shubman Gill will have a say also, but we know that Gautam Gambhir is a dominant person. He has his own views. So I will try to make an estimation based on studying his kind of psychology in the last few seasons and the series which he has played against New Zealand and Australia, and I'll try to make his estimated 11. But first let me give my suggested 11. My suggested 11 would be a one which would be little adventurous, which would be little bowler heavy, and which will try to win the game rather than be safe and try to defend. So in my 11, the batters should be diluted a little and bowling would be strengthened. So it would consist of Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul as openers, Shubman Gill as number 3, Karun Nair as number 4, and then I would bring in Rishabh Pant as number 5, Dhruv Jurel at number 6, Then number 7 would be Shardul Thakur, then followed by uh, Bumrah, Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, and Kuldeep Yadav. So yes, there will be 4 players who would be mainly bowlers, and the batting would be almost defunct by after number 7. But that is the strategy I'll take, because I would be going with a confident squad which should be able to win based on their bowling, and I would not be too perturbed by the fast ball approach or the batting heavy approach of England. I should not try to be defensive with strengthening my team with the batters. But now, if I go to Gautam Gambhir, Shubman Gill, and India's team management, I can see there will be few differences, because they believe their psychology is different, their belief system is different. Gautam Gambhir has certain preferences about certain players. So considering that, I expect the playing 11 from India would be slightly different. At least there will be 2 to 3 differences. They will go with Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul just like my 11. Then they would go with Shubman Gill, but then they may like to have Sai Sudarshan instead of Dhruv Jurel, who will come at number 4. Then they will have Karun Nair at 5, and then they will have Rishabh Pant at number 6 instead of number 5 in my team. And then they will still pack the team with batters who can bowl a little bit, like this. Shardul Thakur would be there like my team, but then also have Jadeja, not Kuldeep Yadav. They try to load it with batters who can bowl a little bit, because they would not want too much emphasis on a match-winning spinner. They would like to go with Jadeja's safe bowling, but his batting mainly. And then they will go with Harshit Rana, because we all know Gautam Gambhir has a lot of trust on Harshit Rana instead of Prasidh Krishna. And then they will have maybe Bumrah and Siraj. So that would be the playing 11 that Gautam Gambhir and Gill may go. But my logic would be simple, that no, if we want to win a test match against England, they are vulnerable against quality and mystery spin. So let us not give them a easier way to start with against our spinners by giving Jadeja, who will try to bowl line and length and with change in the or with a higher, faster pace. Rather, I would go with Kuldeep Yadav's mystery spin, which manages to create huge confusion among the English top order batters, especially their captain, who can also have a problem, Stokes, as well as Brook, who is their most upcoming promising batter, who has been struggling against the spinners in the ODI and T20 series against India. So I would like to put a psychological impact on him by unleashing Kuldeep Yadav instead of Jadeja. So any which way, I've already given you my playing 11 as well as what the team management may go for it. Let us see final team 11 of India. Thank you.